What's up, guys? Anthony Monetti, Professor Monetti. Woo! Week 3, day 7. Upper body, push-pull, vertical conditioning. Let's go.
What's up, Amp Nation? Professor Monetti here. We're in week 3, ACON or ACON squared. It's anaerobic and aerobic conditioning. The intensity is up, reps are up, and the rest period is down. High intensity week, still trying to push the weights, but obviously without sacrificing form. And what we're looking at is just my mobility warm-up drill that I do a lot, and it's band pass-throughs just to open up the shoulder and get the upper delts and shoulder girdle just primed up for the movement ahead. And it's one of my favorite exercises to do for full body, also for shoulder mobility, hip mobility, core activation, is the kettlebell get up. I actually created a video tutorial on the get up, and I'll post that in the description below, but it's one of my favorites to just prime the body for more work. It's also could be a standalone exercise. You know, it's a great exercise to learn how to do if you're in a hotel or you're traveling, or you know, you don't have much equipment. You can get a lot of work done with just one kettlebell or even a dumbbell. But if you watch, that's one movement right there, and then here's the second movement, and then I pull that leg through. That's your third movement, and then shift the hips. It's 4. Stand up is 5. It's basically 6 or 5, and you can even count the reverse on the way down as another 5 movements. So it's basically 10 movements in one, which is why I like it. One of my favorites, one of my top 3 exercises to do, actually. And next up is another one of my favorites for core activation. I'm a firm believer in doing full body warm-ups, and especially doing core work before every workout. It's efficient, and you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours, you know, just doing, you know, ab specific workouts where you can just do a little bit each day and prepare yourself for the work, and also take advantage of being efficient with your time. Dead bugs are one of my favorites. I love to progress them and challenge myself with them. You can see here, the idea is to keep that lower back smashed into the ground when you extend opposite leg and arm. That's where your work comes into play. That's where your work really, the challenge really comes, is trying to keep that. You see me, I'm trying to readjust and trying to make sure I have that lower back pressed into the floor. But if you're using a kettlebell, that wrist should be directly over the shoulder, and you're doing one side at a time, and then obviously rinse and repeat on the other side. Next up, cable lat pullover. 3 sets of 10 just to get the lats fired up and push those shoulders back, prime them up for the work ahead. Next up, guys, first working exercise, barbell clean and press. Here we're just doing some warm-up. Do a nice progressive overload until you find your 5 rep max. And then once you find that 5 rep max, do 5 sets of that. So I'm a bodybuilder, but I do incorporate these exercises into my program, especially on conditioning week, to build power, speed, and obviously to keep the heart rate up for intensity. It's week 3 of phase 1. Any phase 1 of my program, week 3 is going to be conditioning. And this exercise fits nice into the vertical push-pull. You have your upper back, you have your delts, you have your hips, and of course you have your shoulders, and obviously core. Holding that weight above your head, you're working your core. So it's one of my favorites to do. I've done it for many, many years. Never really gone too heavy and too crazy, but it's an exercise I love to incorporate into my program. And next up, guys, ground to overhead, medicine ball, slam, combo platter, descending ladder. This is going to get spicy. 12 all the way down to 4, descending by 2. You're looking at 2 different variations of the same exercise. I have 2 dumbbells. Karen's got 1 plate. But we're both using our hips, pulling the weight up close to our body, and then using our shoulders to get that weight above your head. You're actually creating a little bit of a rhythm. It's definitely going to keep the heart rate up, and which is what you want. The intensity's up this week, and the rest periods are down. Check on that top right corner of the screen. You see that TV? Check out my heart rate, 78%. It's climbing too. That's the goal. Anaerobic and aerobic during this week. Challenging not only the muscular system, but also the cardiovascular system. And last up, guys, overhead tricep extension, 5 sets, 10 reps. Use a progressive overload concept to find that working weight. This exercise is working that long head of the tricep. Your whole tricep is being worked, but you see where that attaches down under the scapula, shoulder blade area, under the lat? That's the long head, which is primarily what part of the tricep is working with this exercise. It attaches under that scapula lat area, which is why I like to do it on this day, because you get a good lat stretch, and also you get that arm pump that we're all chasing. Keep your head neutral. Don't overextend the elbows. Take your time. Feel the muscles working. That's a wrap, guys. This is AMP Phase 1, Day 7. I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you very much. I'm enjoying creating these videos. Hopefully you're enjoying watching them. If so, please like, subscribe.